morning and welcome to the morning brief and beat where I tell you what the hell happened in the news this weekend while I do my makeup. I am starting off with the Tower 28 Sunny Days tinted sunscreen. So the biggest story of the entire weekend was the alleged shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The White House Correspondents' Dinner is like affectionately referred to as Nerd Prom. It's just a dinner and drinks and like speeches among White House correspondents, like journalists who cover the White House and the president. And typically, historically, the president is expected to attend, but throughout the time that Donald Trump was a sitting president, he has never attended. This time, he was attending, so that's why it was going to be a bigger deal than usual. And this last week, we all knew that Trump was going to be attending. I don't really ever put any sort of foundation on my forehead, because my forehead is like a different color. Trump had been tweeting all week about how, he really wanted the ballroom. That is something he's been talking about for a while. He wants a ballroom in the White House to be constructed for security purposes. It's going to cost a ton of money. He's gotten a lot of pushback. Going in with the Victoria Beckham contour stylist in the color sandstone. Another important thing to know about what has been happening on in the background is something that Aaron Parnas reported on late last night, which is that Trump did not insist on the highest level of security at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which is odd because normally, anecdotally, we hear from journalists who attend year after year that normally the security level has been a lot more intense, but this year it wasn't. I'm now going in with the Tower 28 serum concealer. So the actual alleged shooting happened, or shots rang out around 8:34. The shooter, who happens to be a biracial man, which is not normally the demographic for shooters in America, got past security, got past Secret Service, got into the ballroom and shot 6 times. It was initially reported that he had been shot and killed, but he did not. He survived. He's alive. The aftermath of the shooting was super odd. I'm just going in with NYX brow glue because first of all, JD Vance was taken out first over the president. And most of the cabinet officials and the president didn't seem super alarmed by what was happening. Afterwards, immediately, all of the Republicans started tweeting about how it was essential that we get the ballroom, that if we had a ballroom in the White House, this never would have happened. And Trump kind of led the charge saying that too. So I think it's fair to say that a lot of people are confused and don't know if this was staged or not. Next, I'm going in with this liquid bronzer or dew bronze in the color Stimson. So the next story I have is important to my heart, obviously. It's the Summer House story. So the audio was leaked on Friday and Bravo was obviously really pissed. They announced yesterday that they did in fact catch the leaker. The leaker was not a cast member. The leaker was someone associated with the production of it all. And I imagine he was fired. They said they swiftly took the appropriate measures. And they also indicated that there is another audio that is floating around. Let me blend this out some more. I like to look as bronze as possible, and that has been hard because it's been 800 days of winter in Boston. I am now going in with the Rare Beauty Blush in Faith. I normally put this on my hand first, and same with the bronzer, but I'm just going to get coffee so I don't. It's not a whole production. My last story is about the millionaire that was trampled by elephants in a sign of late stage capitalism. The elephants have fought back. This guy named Ernie Dozio is a big game hunter out of California. So he was RIP American. And he had in his house, he had all of these big game trophies, the heads of zebras, lions, leopards, some really sick shit. He had gone on a hunting trip in Africa in a rainforest where him and his guide hunter came upon a herd of 5 elephants and their calf, and it was bad news for them. I do have a lot of freckles, but as soon as makeup comes anywhere near them, they disappear. And I hate that. And so I'm always on the hunt for the best freckle product. This is the Sachu one. I'm gonna go in with a brown eyeliner. These are the NYX Epic Ink Liners. This has been the hardest journey of my life, finding the best eyeliner for my winged eyeliner need. I went in with the light brown eyeliner. I think it's nicer for during the day, and then a burgundy mascara. I'm going in with the Anastasia Cool Brown lip liner. I used to never wear lip liner, but now I think I look crazy without it. Anyway, those are the news stories for the day. Talk to you later. Bye.